What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony, and this is Rim Country Overland. Finally got my decked system, as you can see behind me here. It was definitely a long wait. I had one delivery about 2 weeks ago. Let's just say that went less than what would have been desirable. But it finally came here today. Super excited to finally have this. Really looking forward to get it on the truck, and I'm really hoping that it's going to make a much more convenient trip for me. So, you know, I use my truck here as a daily driver. So I really needed something that was going to allow me to leave some of my overlanding equipment packed in my truck without having to worry about it getting wet, getting stolen, getting damaged, but also allowing me to quickly pack up. Because honestly, packing up to leave, unpacking when I come home, it just adds that much more time to being able to get ready. Being able to hop in, grab a few things, throw the fridge in the back and go. That makes a huge difference. So that being said, I'm excited to get this thing going. And what I'm going to do here, I'm actually going to put this on probably on a time lapse. This isn't going to be a full install video. There are plenty of install videos out there. There's actually one by DAC themselves. Just watched it this morning, and it's just fine. So this is just going to be a pure time lapse video, and we'll see what happens. All right, we are a few days after the install. Sun came up a little bit faster than I thought, so I had to throw on my shades. But I thought I'd give you kind of my initial thoughts on the install and how things went. Before I do that though, this is a brand new channel. As of the filming of this video, I don't have a single video uploaded yet. So I do have a couple that I'm editing. It would really help me out if you could hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment down below. So the install as a whole, let's kind of talk through that. So let's start with the delivery. I can't really blame it all on Decked. Actually, most of it I can't blame on Decked. This was a third-party company that did the delivery. I did order it from Home Depot. I looked at the pick list on the box. Both boxes, though, they were drop shipped directly from Decked. The first one looked like it fell off the back of a truck. Pretty sure Decked did not send it out looking like that. The second one, it looks like they took it off of the pallet. With that, I think there are a couple things Decked could probably do to account for some of the rough handling that some of these third-party shippers will do. One, it was one piece of tape across the top of the box. That's it. And it was not great tape either. Something like that would have stopped the last one from splitting wide open. The other thing, as I looked at the bottom of the box, there is no tape, no glue, no staples. So essentially, they folded the box, set it on the pallet, loaded everything inside of it, taped it closed. Again, if it falls off the pallet, slides off the pallet, shipping company decides to take it off the pallet so they can fit it in their truck, that creates an issue. So there are a couple things I think Decked could have done, but all in all, I'm happy it finally got here, which is good. Honestly, I probably could have kept the first delivery. That's a me thing right there. I looked at it, I kind of assessed it. I could have taken it out of the box. I could have inspected every part and piece that I needed to. I just really didn't want to take the chance that I missed something and midway through the install, I found a part that was cracked or a part that was missing that I didn't notice. So didn't want to take that chance, went ahead and sent it back, waited the extra 2 weeks, but hey, it finally got here. I'm loving it. Onto the install itself, the initial box was packed incredibly well. Very well organized, everything was nice and neat in its place. All of the parts were in one single box, and each part has its own individual bag. So it's very easy to identify which part is which. I would definitely recommend using a drill. I didn't use one at first. I think the first 2 or 3 bolts is all it took before I realized my forearm is not going to last not using a drill. So I did go ahead and get a drill. Just make sure you have the adjustable chuck. I think they recommended in the video that Decked does to have it on like a 9 or a 10, just to make sure you're not over driving these, because you are driving them in plastic. It is a quality plastic, but you are driving them in plastic. Outside of that, the install went pretty well. There was one part on the drawers, and I didn't get a picture of it while I was installing, and it's installed now, so I can't do it, but it was the back wheel supports on the drawers. It's a nut and a bolt, and as you tighten them down, it started to actually pull the nut into the plastic itself. And again, this is one of those, hey, read the instructions, dummy kind of things, that when you read the instructions, it says until snug. Well, I definitely tightened them beyond snug. So that is one thing I would say. I don't see why you wouldn't put a washer on there. I never like having just a nut sticking straight onto plastic. I think you might as well put a washer on. It's not that big of a deal. So that's one thing I would recommend on those couple parts. Those are on the back of the drawers, is just grab yourself a couple 1/4-inch washers, throw them on there, because then you can really snug them down, not have anything to worry about. Outside of that, you know, do you need more than one person to install this? I don't really think so. The total install took me about 2 hours. I wasn't in a rush. There really isn't much for a second person to do. It's kind of one step at a time. Getting it into the truck, I was able to do it myself. It was a little bit awkward. So yes, getting those final 2 pieces into the truck might be helpful to have somebody help you. But outside of that, it was pretty straightforward. Very happy with the fit inside of the truck. It contours very nicely to the sides of the truck. And it seems to be very durable as well. I was up in here earlier bouncing around in it. It's solid. I don't think this thing is going to go anywhere. It looks like it can take a ton of abuse. Definitely speaks to the build quality. This is very well built, very well made. I think it's got longevity and durability in mind, which is probably part of the reason they honor the warranty they do. I was able to experience their warranty very early on. Is actually right after I installed, as I was installing the stash bin covers. This one right here in particular. You see these have little clips. There's clips on this side and there's clips on this side. Well, you'll notice the ones on this side, they're missing. And that's because the first time I stuck it down, I hit it pretty good and the clips popped off. I'm not sure if the video is actually going to pick it up or not. If the video picked it up, I'll actually put it in here. Again, this was probably a user error. and not having it seated all the way back before I hit it down. So I hopped onto Deck's website, registered the product, filled out a warranty claim. Very easy to fill out: address, name, what was the issue, picture of it. I did that on a Sunday evening. I had a response back in my inbox on Tuesday morning, it was, that just said, sorry for the inconvenience. Here's your new product. We're going to ship it out to you. Here's your order number. That was it. No questions asked, no hassle. Just, it's broke. Here's a new one. I couldn't ask for anything more from a company. It really does speak to the quality of the product and how Deck stands behind this product. So very good experience early on. Very pleased with it. Have not had a chance to really organize it yet and get everything ready to go. But that being said, let me give you a close-up tour of things. So these are the two drawers here. They slide out very well, as you can see. Very well, very smooth. This is part of, they don't use drawer slides, they use actual wheeled bearings. And I think those wheel bearings really help to ensure that they glide smoothly, even as you put more weight inside of them. Also, you know, as we're going out, we are 100% in dust. Having the wheel bearings definitely does help with the dust. That being said, there's a lot of space in these. I think I use the little black and yellow totes from Costco. I'm thinking I can probably get at least one tote in each of these. So this will save me about 2 of my totes, where I can put most of the things that I need on a regular basis, the things that I constantly have to climb in the truck to dig out the back and pull the tote out and unpack it, then put the tote back in. So that's going to be kind of my goal with this. I'm going to give a little bit of thought into organizing it. I've got a trip coming up in about 2 weeks. That'll give me a chance to organize things and then head out, give it a test, tweak things as I go. I'm sure there'll be a lot of tweaking as I go and start to use it. It does have these boxes here. So the nice thing about these boxes is it's a one-hand grab open. This one's got a toolbox in it with a little tray. And then same thing here on this one. I get it open from here. Has a handle, obviously, because I can't get this open. Well, that's interesting. Something's not right here. Hold on a sec. What's going on? Let's try this again. Well, interesting. No, user error. All right, so there you go. Got little dividers in them. Again, really well built. They are watertight, dust-proof. They do have a seal right here, but really good quality boxes as well. They do have, some people have complained about the fact you can't get all the way back. I'll kind of show you here. So this does go about that far back. It's part of the way that they had to do it. I think these come out further than the last ones do, but because they're not on drawer slides, they can't come all the way out. I really don't think it's that big of a deal for me. I mean, it's right back in here. I'll probably make sure that I have something like this in front so that it's easy just to kind of pull it out, set it aside, grab whatever I need. So really, I don't think that's going to be much of a deal anyway. I'll stick things back there, like some of the tools that I hardly use at all, things that I don't need often. That's probably what I'll put back there. But all in all, not too bad. All right, so let's give you kind of a close-up peek here. So here's the sash bin here. So I actually have the inserts out of this one because I think I want to use this one to be able to slide some longer stuff in there. You can see, I'm not sure if you can see in there a little bit, but there is some room beside that in the wheel well to put longer items in there. I mean, you could throw a shovel, broom, axe, whatever you want in there. Gives you quite a bit of room underneath. And then you can kind of see here, there's kind of your straight through shot. Now the other side here, on this one, I've got the actual stash bins themselves installed. So these come out. They are stuck in there pretty well. So these come out here and you can kind of see there's the wheel well there. So you can put the large one in the back, at least in my model truck anyway, I can put the large one in the back. And then I can put the short one in the front. So there you can store whatever kind of things you need. These are supposed to be watertight. I have heard some mixed reviews on that. Haven't had a chance to test it myself, but we'll see what happens. While I'm here, so here's the D-rings. These, really nice. So you'll see I did lose 2 attachment points here. I still have my one right here, but there are 2 more down here that I did lose. But I picked up a D-ring here, which actually I think this is a little more convenient, especially when I have things strapped to the side of the truck here. You've got another one over here as well. And then you've got 2 more here. Now it only comes with 4 total, so I put 1 on each corner. I have 4 more coming for these spots right here. So I'll have 2 here and then 2 on the other side as well, which is over here. So that will actually give me 8 different tie down points, including up in the middle of the bed, which should help out quite a bit. It does have this this metal strip right here. It's got a ruler. It's got some bolt sizes and whatnot as well. I really think it's more just so as you slide things in here, you're not scuffing up the front there. Outside of that, I don't know that there's a ton else right now. I think a lot more is going to come as I begin to use it. And I plan on, after at least my first couple trips, or maybe at least during my first one, I'll give just kind of an initial thoughts when it comes to how much I can fit in there, how I was able to organize it. And we'll kind of see how that works there. Oh, here's a good shot of the wheeled bearings underneath that you can kind of see on the drawers. How they'll glide off. Well, I guess you can't see them now, huh? But you can see they kind of glide off of there. And then there's another set in the back that's actually attached to the drawer itself that you can't see either right now. But all right, the sun's coming up. It's getting a little warmer, and I need to get to work. So I think I'm going to wrap this one up here. As I said, I've got a trip coming up in a couple weeks, so I'm going to work on getting this thing organized, figure out how I want to have everything laid out, and I'll probably do just kind of a mid-term review at some point in time, just in terms of what I packed in it, how it went, how much I was able to fit inside there, how many totes I was able to save in using the drawers. That being said, I really appreciate you all tuning in. Again, if you could hit that like and subscribe button, it would really help me out, and I'd be greatly appreciative to you for it. So until next time, just remember, it's not about where you go, it's all about the journey and how you get there.